What are some industry standard tools every conversation designer should be familiar with?
So I would say it depends. It depends on what company you work for. It depends on where you're specializing in, if it's chat and written text or if it's voice. We'll start with text. If you're working specifically on like a text-based chatbot, in that case, I would say like you should be able to work with systems that design the actual interface, like the chat window, or if it's SMS, maybe you can skip that step. But generally, you should work within like a content management system. I think for written text use cases, it's really just about being able to document your decisions. So I would say there's no specific tools. It's really just like it could be Notion, it could be Google Docs, it could be a spreadsheet, making sure that your general guidelines are outlined and documented and clear for the rest of your team. When I say it depends, the actual platform or software that contains like the AI platform, that might vary from team to team. So there's no like standard tool there. When you go into voice design, that becomes a little bit more standardized because you need to be able to work with synthetic voice speech technologies. So there's generally going to be like a tool in your workflow where you are able to like listen to the things that you write back. So you need a tool that can do that, do the text to speech. And then for voice conversation designers, some really great tools would be Figma. Any good prototyping tool. Recently, I've been delving into ProtoPie because they have like a very nascent voice prototyping function there. Quick call out on ProtoPie is that you cannot reuse the same utterance more than once in your flow, which is really hard if you're designing a quick prototype that has multiple yes or no questions. So that's a big limitation. But I would say, again, this is a very developing field. So everyone's tools might look a little bit different. Like I mentioned flow mapping, I do my flow charts on Figma. Other people might use like Miro or other tools. It's really more about like the process than the tools themselves.